Hello everyone. It's been a little while since I've posted a devlog, and the reason is that I wasn't happy with how the whole UI, window, and text management was looking. Honestly, it was a mess, and everything was misaligned and didn't look good at all. So I rewrote the entire thing, and it took a little while. Long story short, on the NES, everything on screen is basically an 8 by 8 pixel tile or sprite, including individual text characters, and that's why everything looks aligned like it's a grid of sorts because, well, it is. And I really wanted my UI to look that way, so I simply defined a single unit of measurement, stripped out all the automatic padding, placement, and alignment calculations that RPG Maker was doing, and made my own calculations using that measurement unit. So as you can see now, everything is nice and even and tidy. Um, I also took some time to streamline the main command menu UI in a parent to child, left to right uniform fashion because let's be honest, in the games that this is inspired from, the windows are simply all over the place, and I was trying to replicate that at first, but then I realized there was really no logical pattern to it, and it was a total mess and could be much better without impacting the nostalgia experience of it, which is really the metric that I go by whenever I consider doing something that um, maybe breaks away from the original formula. So if you take a look here at the main command window, you can see what I mean. Everything is all nice and properly aligned, and I like it much better. Um, I also took some time to rework the entire shop system so that I have more control over shopkeeper dialogue as well as input prompts. I added a sort of action queue that gets automatically executed after each piece of dialogue, so that helps me prevent things like, for example, triggering an input before um, a shopkeeper is done talking by waiting until they're done before showing the input controls. As you can see here, if I talk to that item shopkeeper, you can see the buy and sell input prompt showed up after the dialogue was done. Um, I also made a separate action queue that is tied to the global game timer so that I can trigger specific actions after an amount of frames, and I've used that for the in system so that I can do, for example, a fade to black, wait for a bit, then play the little overnight jingle, and then turn the lights back on, and start the background music again, and so on. As you can see. So yeah, the last thing that I did was the scribe, which is the little NPC here. The scribe offers critical services like saving the game as well as removing poison and reviving companions. I'm not gonna show it here today. I'll do a full video on it later. So um, that's pretty much what I've been up to. I think I'm pretty happy with how it all came out. Next up on my list is fixing and finalizing the battle sequence because obviously I broke most of it during the UI rework. So yeah, more to come soon. So take care for now.